I'm having a problem, a really bad problem. My dryer completely stopped working last night. Like, completely. It just stopped working. And my laundry machine is full of sopping wet laundry. It is now 8 in the morning, and I'm going to get coffee, milk, and what am I looking at right now? Oh my gosh, I've got to get a picture and a video of this. This is what I had to stop and get a video of. Mom, I found Trump's hair. I already know about this missing cat. I actually posted a picture of that missing cat in my post on Facebook about cats missing from my neighborhood. It turns out there are a lot of cats missing from my neighborhood. Amy is missing. His owners came over to my house to ask me if I had him. I did not. Amy's owners are missing another cat. It's an orange cat. Slade is still missing. And in response to one of my posts on Facebook about Slate being missing, somebody had already sent me a picture of that cat, Boss Kitty. So I had posted a post listing all of the missing cats from my neighborhood in the last few months, including that cat, Amy's owner's other cat, Slate, and another cat that somebody else had lost. I also went to the animal shelter, and the lady who works at the animal shelter gave me her email address. I was going to email her pictures of all of the missing cats from my neighborhood in case one is found. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to get milk because we ran out of milk late last night. Coffee because I need coffee right now and I don't want to buy milk, go home, wait for coffee to brew, pour milk in it, and then drink it. I just want to drink coffee right now. And some cat litter, because I only bought one little bag of cat litter yesterday and it wasn't enough to fill all of my cat's litter boxes. But I'm having a problem, a really bad problem. My dryer completely stopped working last night. Like, completely. It just stopped working. And my laundry machine is full of sopping wet laundry because it did the thing where it doesn't spin the water out. And when it does that, you really can't do anything because if you put it on another spin cycle, it sprays more water in it and comes out wetter. So I will have to do laundry very early this morning because my boyfriend doesn't have any more clean clothes because he wore his last clean outfit yesterday when he was sanding wood and he got covered in sawdust and the clothes smelled like so terrible. I had to put them in a bag and put them in room C because I couldn't stand to have them in my house. So I'm now going to go through the drive-thru and get some Starbucks coffee. Alright people, now that I have my morning coffee, I'm gonna drive elsewhere. I just realized I have to buy something else. Gas. Look at the weather we're having today. It's so foggy that you can barely even see the top of the totem pole. I drank my coffee from Starbucks, and I'm not like a huge fan of supporting corporations like Starbucks. It's just the closest coffee to my house and the only coffee in my town that's always good. The other coffee houses and businesses that make coffee are questionable. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. So I did get my coffee at Starbucks. I was going to stop and get another coffee for myself and one for my boyfriend here at this coffee house in Arcata. But apparently I'm not the only one having a bad day caused by equipment malfunctions. Their equipment has malfunctioned and they are closed today. This is annoying because I'm kind of at the north end of Arcata, away from many other coffee houses. I really don't want to go back to Starbucks. I guess I'm gonna go to the other drive-up coffee house a block away from here that I don't really like. Sometimes the coffee is good, sometimes it's not. It's one of those questionable places. But I don't want to go back to Starbucks you know, half an hour or so after I just went there, I'd be embarrassed. I'd think they would, like, look at me funny or something. Like, this girl's back. She drinks a lot of coffee. Or she spends a lot of money on coffee because Starbucks lattes are, like, $5 now. So I'm just going to drive around the block to this little coffee house down the street from here. Another one of the little drive-up coffee houses that are popular in California and Oregon. I've actually seen more of them in Oregon than California, but they're becoming more popular here as well. I think I will not be getting coffee here right now because I just don't have the patience to wait in this long line. There are a lot of old men holding signs today. I feel really bad for them because today, while driving around Arcata, I've noticed that all of the homeless people who are holding signs begging for money are old men, and a lot of them are veterans. It says so on their signs, and that's just horrible. Even a few years ago, half the homeless people would be like people my age or younger, and now it's almost all old men. I'm sure there are younger homeless people. I'm just not seeing them today. It just makes me really sad that these old men aren't, like, settled down in a house, retired, spending their retirement traveling, and so on and so forth, and doing normal things that older, retired men do. Instead, they're standing out in the cold, holding a sign, begging for money. That's not right, especially if they're veterans who have served our country and defended us in wars and stuff. They should not be standing out in the cold holding a sign. They should be in a house with food and coffee to drink and, you know, a TV to watch or a newspaper to read or a computer to click around on or whatever they need or want. How can America fail its veterans that way? Remember this before you consider joining the Army. They might say that you're going to get all of these benefits and stuff, but you might end up like that, standing out in the cold with a sign begging for money in your 50s, 60s, or 70s. Because the government won't really take care of you. And if they do, they're not going to take care of you as well as they say they're going to. It's all going to need to be washed again because it's been sitting in here sopping wet for like a day. Because the laundry in the dryer was drying all day, and at first it was a little bit warm and then it was completely cold, and after running the dryer for like hours it never dried. It's a little empty bottle of shampoo. This laundry smells really bad. It already smells musty from sitting wet. Ew, it really smells. I only have 3 pairs of underwear and 4 pairs of pants that fit me because I'm pregnant and I need to buy new clothes, and I am wearing my last pair of pants and my last pair of underwear, and they're not really clean because I wore them yesterday, but I really don't have anything else to change into, so I guess I'm going to be wearing the same outfit today that I wore yesterday, at least until I do laundry. This is why I'm so irritated. Look how much laundry I have. Push that bag down into the other bag and then tie it closed.
What is it?
It's this glitter-covered dress that has to be washed separately. And then please take these bags to my car. And I have good news about my door. If you don't know already, this door has been sprayed by the neighbor's cats and stray cats numerous times, and the hinges aren't connected right because the door is cracked where the hinges connect. The good news about this door is this door will soon be thrown in a dumpster. because I'm getting new doors. They are on their way, and they should be here in a few weeks. I'm not going to tell you what the door will look like because I'm going to show you a video of it when we install it, so it'll be a surprise. But I can tell you that it will look similar to another one of my new doors, and that it will look much better than this piece of garbage. This is like an announcement that cats that spray live here, with the rescue my cats in a fire sticker on the door and the spray marks all over the bottom. But my cats did not do this. This was done completely by neighbors' cats and stray cats.
That is just a bunch of random garbage. For cats. Now.
Oh yeah?
Oh man. Oh, I stepped in something.
It's cat food.
Oh,
there was a dish of cat food out here, and the neighbor's cat came over and like flipped it over, ate it, tried it through it. I stepped in it too. And there is the neighbor's cat, coming when I mentioned him, as though he's being summoned. Oh no, now he's walking away. And this is one of the things the neighbor's cat does. He dug into the recycling, dug out all the cans of Fancy Feast, and licked them all clean. Now they have to be picked up because they're attracting flies. Isn't that ridiculous? And look at that. The neighbor's cat lost his flea collar over here. Please pick it up with gloves on and throw it in the trash. Flea collars are highly toxic. I don't use them on my cats, and I don't want Eugene to pick it up. So the flea collar is not broken, so we're gonna put it on a stick and hang it over the neighbor's fence so he can retrieve it and put it back on his cat. Like that. There it is. Hopefully the neighbor will see it and put it back on his cat. Well, I just left the laundromat and I'm dismayed because after I put my laundry into 5 different machines, I put all of the quarters except for one into each machine, because these machines start immediately when you put the last quarter in. You don't have to like hit start or anything. And I came around the corner and there was a man who had dumped out his change on top of one of the laundry machines I was using, and my quarter was gone. So I asked for my quarter back, and they started to like yell at me and curse at me, and the man said, "If you don't want your stuff touched, don't leave it laying around." And I said, "Just please don't touch my money. You saw that quarter sitting right there. You didn't have to touch it." And he like took a quarter out of his coins and slammed it down at me angrily. And then he said, "Shut up, get the fuck out of this laundromat. If you don't like it here, go somewhere else," and all this stuff. And I was just like, please stop cursing at me. And he continued to curse at me and berate me until I had to walk out of the room into the little coffee house that's connected and get the manager. And instead of getting coffee at that coffee house like I planned to do, I just told the manager there was another customer cursing at me and screaming at me who tried to take my quarter, and I left. Because I just don't want to deal with any more nonsense today. He could have just given me my quarter back and said he was sorry. He didn't realize it was my quarter. He didn't have to like yell at me, tell me to shut up, curse at me using the F word, and threatened to kick me out of the laundromat. Like, it's not his laundromat. The employee that I complained to was dismayed, and she was starting to argue with them as I quickly left. Because that was actually my second uncomfortable encounter with another person in just the short period of time that I was in that laundromat. There was another couple in there, and the guy from that couple came up to me and repeatedly asked me if I was pouring water into the laundry machines. And I repeatedly said, "No, that's laundry detergent. It's just clear." And then he would say something like, "But are you diluting it with water?" And then I would say, "No, it's laundry detergent. See, it says laundry detergent on the bottle. It's just clear. It's a natural brand." And even though I showed him this bottle and pointed out that it says laundry detergent, he yet again asked, "Are you diluting it with some kind of water?" And he was like opening up the little things that you pour the soap into and like glaring down into it. And he asked me like 3 or 4 times until I said, dude, it's just laundry soap. Do you know what laundry soap is? So that was when I was putting the laundry in the machines, and then I put the change in, and 2 minutes later I had the other negative encounter with the other person. So at that point I was just like desperate to get out of that laundromat. I understand that people don't want to be doing laundry on a Sunday, but they don't have to all be in a bad mood, snapping at each other and jumping down each other's throats and bickering over quarters and whether or not a bottle of soap is soap.
Where's the food?
It's in the back seat. It's just like some meat that has to go in the fridge. It's under your backpack. Please just get it, and I'm gonna go get something to eat right now. And I also got more coffee cups. Please make coffee so I don't have to buy some. Thank you. I'm stopping off at my house to drop off some meat from the grocery store and some paper cups. And now I'm gonna go get food that's ready to eat because I don't feel like washing dishes or cooking, and I have to get back to the laundromat to put my laundry in the dryer. I'm at the laundromat, and you are not gonna believe this. My laundry wasn't dry after being in the dryer for an hour. I put one load on for 41 more minutes, and the other one for 24 more minutes. The only thing that's dry is my glitter-covered dress. I forgot a bag and gloves, so I'm gonna leave it here until I come back to get the rest of this. This laundromat is connected to a coffee house / ice cream shop. This is the bathroom for both businesses. It doesn't go in the hole, but it does hook around on the other side. This one doesn't latch either. And they have to have a sign that says push, because if you pull, it doesn't open. See that? And the door in the handicap bathroom not only doesn't latch at all, but as you can see, doesn't close. The latch appears to be bent. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm done using the bathroom and I'm ready to wash my hands. I just hope the sinks don't fall off the wall while I'm doing so. And this is the little ice cream shop / coffee house. I have set my alarm for approximately 35 minutes so I can get back here right when the laundry is supposedly going to be dry by. Supposedly, because I seriously doubt that it's going to be completely dry. And just to let you know, the front-loading machines that I used to wash the laundry cost like $6.50 to $8.50 each, and I also had to use a little $3 machine to wash my dress separately, and I've put in probably $20 in quarters into those dryers so far. I think I've spent like $50 or more so far on washing this laundry. I can't believe how expensive it is for a laundromat where everything barely works. But if anybody's wondering why I'm doing laundry at this, what appears to be a horrible laundromat in horribly poor condition, it's because all of the other laundromats around here are dirtier, more in disrepair, and more expensive, and I am actually banned from several of them because of how many times my laundry machine has filled up with water and then stopped spinning, leaving my laundry like nasty and sopping wet. Several laundromats have banned me because my laundry smelled really bad and stuck up their laundromat because I was washing like towels the cats had peed on or cloth baby diapers back a few years ago. Laundromats have said, you know, you can't bring your laundry here anymore because it smells so bad that it smells up our laundromat or smells up our machines. Luckily, the laundry I'm washing today doesn't smell that bad, but that's only because I actually washed it twice, and it was on the second wash that my laundry machine didn't spin out all of the water, so it didn't smell that bad, and then it only sat in the machine for one day. It didn't do the thing where the door locks and won't open. I was able to open the door and get it out, and my other laundry was in the dryer and got halfway dry, so it didn't smell musty from sitting there wet. At least not as bad as it normally does. It smelled a little bit, but not enough to like stink up the laundromat or upset anybody. Anyway, I am now going to go home and come back in approximately 30 minutes. I came home and this is what I saw.
Grass seed.
Eugene is helping us to spread grass seed.
Look at this cut. Look how clean that cut is.
That's nice.
That cross-cut saw.
And of course, he's going to need his clothes washed after doing this. I guess I'm going to go back to the laundromat and see if our laundry is dry. Do you think it's going to be dry?
I hope.
My laundry is done. Look how much of it there is. And yes, those are all mismatched socks. Maybe this sign should say, put your suds in the duds. The one thing this laundromat does not have is a ramp leading out to the parking lot, like anywhere. So I'm loading the laundry directly into the trunk and creatively not using any bags. Everything is just getting so expensive, and I keep having extra expenses like having to spend $50 doing my laundry at the laundromat. I just can't afford to buy the continuous flow of disposable items that I seem to constantly need, like bags to take my laundry to and from the laundromat, or paper cups, or paper plates, because I don't have enough dishes for all of my cats, so I have to feed them on paper plates. It's getting to be overwhelming. I just can't wait for my house to be done. 2 minutes ago, as I was leaving the grocery store with some meat for our dinner, I received a frantic call from my boyfriend telling me to hurry home because him and Eugene are hungry. A few seconds ago, I received another frantic phone call. He said, when you get back to the house, do me a favor. Don't stop here. Keep driving straight and see why 20 police cars just sped by the house blaring their horns. So I guess I'm going to check out what the police are doing before I go home. There appears to be some kind of police activity down there. And it looks like they're putting somebody into an ambulance. I can't really see what's going on though, but there are not 20 police cars. And this house in my neighborhood is for sale. If you want to live in this neighborhood, you could move in to this recently remodeled house right now. I'm going to show you another house that was recently remodeled. There are actually 2 houses on the property, and I know the people who used to live in both houses. One of them has been remodeled. The other one has basically just been gutted out. There they are. There are the houses, both on the same property. The yellow one may be unpermitted and may need to be torn down. So if you want to move to Humboldt County, California and be my neighbor, there are 2 houses for sale within about a block of my house. What is it you're doing? Some kind of exercise move?
No! It's act move. He does do like this. I'll tell you, Mommy. Look.
And then he throws a Pokeball, or what?
Why not?
Can't do it too long.
That one's not done enough to flip yet. This one's a little bit overdone though.
That's the one I was afraid about. Yeah.
This one's like
Just
raw. Not on that side. It's raw and stuck to the grill on the end.
Maybe you should turn it.
Well, it's stuck. It'll like rip it apart. Oh well. I guess we can rip it apart a little bit.
Okay.
That's a little bit burned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I get burned on the other side.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get it, darling boy.
It's not as cute as the way he was doing it before.
Seaweed.
We are now about to eat our dinner.
Shells with seaweed.
They're gluten-free shells with seaweed and added cheese. And this is eggplant, tomato sauce, and that is beef and carrots. Well, people, it's been quite a dramatic day, and I'm very tired, basically exhausted from carrying all of that heavy laundry in and out of the laundromat and standing for hours to fold it and stuff. So I'm going to go to sleep. I have an appointment with another podiatrist tomorrow morning, and I also have to call my dentist immediately because I've hardly been able to eat all weekend because of my crown being too high. So I am now going to go to sleep. Good night. Please like this video, share this video, watch my other videos, and subscribe to my channel. Good night.